Carton Designer. First off, we are going to choose our carton spec. Select from one of our eco-friendly material choices, choose the end finish, and add your desired quantity. Click Start to load up the designer. Next, we will define the dimensions of our carton: length for the front and back faces of the carton, depth for the sides, and finally height. Click Apply and wait a few seconds for the carton to load. Next, we are going to choose the color of our carton. There are a couple of ways of doing this. The easiest way is by clicking on the background selection icon and either selecting one of the predefined background colors or choosing your own via the color selector, either as an RGB color, CMYK values, or also using a hex code. In this instance, I am going to be using a hex code for a nice deep blue background. The other option we have is editing each carton panel individually. On each panel, we can click on the pencil icon and again bring up the color selector. We can do this on all panels and have each panel a different color if we wish. We can easily revert this by clicking the cross. For this particular design, we are wanting to start with a plain white background, so are changing the color of the entire background to white in the background selector. Next, we are going to add an image to the carton. We can use this to add our brand logos, product photos, or graphics to the carton. Simply click on the images icon, select Add Files, select the file from your local machine, and drag and drop into place. We can use shapes to build up blocks of color and graphical elements to our cartons. We can do this from the Fields menu and Shapes drop-down. From here, we can select our desired shape, drop this onto the canvas, and position. We can add multiple shapes to create layered graphics. By double-clicking each field, we open the Shape Configuration menu to define the color for each shape, as well as set a stroke color and weight, and arrange the order they are displayed. Adding text is done through the text field. Once again, we can drag this onto the carton to create a text box and set the size and position. Double-clicking into the field opens the text options box. In this case, we have some grey graphics within the area we want to have text. By clicking on the Border and Background Options tab, we are able to apply a background color, as well as creating a border around the text box. Once again, we are using the color picker to choose the border color. You can also do the same to choose the background color. Moving back to the Text Option tab, we can choose our font, text formatting, alignment, and size. At this point, we can type or paste in our text. In this instance, the text size has come in too large, causing the box to stretch. We can simply fix this by selecting all text and decreasing our font size within the text options. We simply then need to close the text options box and resize the text box to ensure it is the correct size again. Finally, we add in a central vertical alignment to evenly space the text in the box. Once all the carton elements are added and we are happy with the design, the only thing left to do is add the carton to basket and complete the order. Once the carton has been added to the basket, you will be prompted to add a custom job name for your carton. Once added, it is a simple process of reviewing the carton and completing checkout.